Insecurity, separatist agitations, undermining Nigeria's unity, corporate existence, says ex-Coas Ihejirika. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ihejirika retired, has warned the spate of insecurity and the clamor for self-determination in parts of Nigeria could destabilize the country if urgent actions were not taken to address the challenges. The ex-Coas blames the situation on the mutual distrust, intolerance, poor socialization, and deterioration of the value system, insisting that the crisis facing the nation posed an existential threat to its unity and corporate existence. Speaking at the Interfaith Roundtable on building a culture, of peace and unity in Nigeria, which was organized by the Methodist Church in Abuja this weekend, Ihejirika observed that peace and stability could only be achieved when the causes of conflict in society are well managed. He said the security situation and spate of security challenges in the country should give any reasonable and patriotic Nigerian a sense of worry and concern. More worrisome is the occasional clamor for self-determination by a few individuals within some ethnic groups in the country. There is no doubt that the current situation is not the best. It poses a lot of threat to our unity and corporate existence as a nation. As elders, community and religious leaders, we can contribute to the efforts of government by helping to shape the opinion and reasoning of the people, especially our youth, towards peace and unity in the country. We must, through our words and actions, preach peace, love, compassion, and unity. Our differences should not be a source of division and distrust, but a source of unity, strength, and tolerance to engender national building. I wish to call on all patriotic and peace-loving Nigerians to raise their voices and show concern in the various communities to support any initiative that could foster peace and stability in our nation. Speaking also the Methodist Archbishop of Abuja, His Grace the Most Reverend Dr. Joseph Ihejirika, however, accused the allies of exploiting the religious and ethnic fault lines in the country for selfish gains. He stated to us, there are three problems besetting Nigeria. They are ignorance, poverty, and hatred. If we are able to overcome these challenges, terrorism will no longer be a problem for us. However, the elites in the country are not ignorant, but they seem to be fueling the problems for their own advantage. They want more money and power. Let us pray for everyone to understand the need to love this nation more than money. In the same vein, the Executive Secretary, Nigeria Interreligious Council, Father Prof. Colenius Omonoka, explained that the reason why Nigeria seemed not to be working for all citizens had nothing to do with either religion or ethnicity, but greed. He therefore called for greater societal emphasis on modesty and proper religious and secular education, stressing that greedy politicians will stop at nothing to brainwash the ignorant and exploit them to foment trouble. Also, the Northern Coordinator of Global Peace Foundation Nigeria, Sheikh Haliru Maraya, identified injustice among the people as a key driver of conflict and instability in the country. To address these challenges, the co-chair Interfaith Dialogue Forum for Peace, Bishop Dr. Sunday Ono, has said, I strongly recommend that the country and its leaders must commit to expunging the state of origin and religion concept when our information biodata is required for filling forms, applying for jobs, on our international passports. It negates the concept and orientation of nationhood and the unity we profess and pledge allegiance to. Where one is born, where their parents were born, or where their ancestors come from should not determine or limit the equitable opportunities available to them, but rather where they reside or have been raised. We must de-emphasize our faith leanings and rather emphasize our common humanity and not bring religious sentiments to governance. Nigerians must face the nature of national development and rise above religious sentiments if we are to be listed among the developed nations. Also, politicians must remember that they do have a role to play in punishing those who offend the law of the land. There should be no sacred cows and there should be no selective justice in dealing with offenders. In addition, the Emir of Bichi, His Royal Highness Alhaji Nasaru Ado Bayero, noted that Christians and Muslims in the country have developed mutually beneficial businesses as well as economic and political relationships without crisis. Disagreement or violence in company boardrooms, legislative chambers and political meetings. We ought to export the same comradeship and mutual interaction to the larger society so that we can help our people build trust, tolerance, harmony and friendship across the religious fault lines, he stated. On his part, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan said that achieving complete peace in a diverse country like Nigeria was not an easy task, but with the right commitment, dedication and support, lasting solution to each problem could be found. Achieving complete peace is not a day's job, but a continuous effort. But what is important is our readiness to carry it out with a sense of belief. This principle is best preached in our religious and family institutions. That is why the role of religious institutions in peace building cannot be overemphasized. So we have to work together to make this happen. Lawan, who was represented by Senator Philip Aduda, said. The Secretary to Government of the Federation, Boaz Mustafa, in his remarks said Nigeria's unity cannot be negotiated, adding that the federal government has done so much to ensure the country does not split. Mustafa, who was also represented by Permanent Secretary General Service in OSGF, Maurice Mbieri, argued that the leadership alone was not the cause of insecurity in Nigeria, noting bandits and kidnappers were the product of a larger society. He said the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. Nigeria is a very great and peace-loving country. We have actually witnessed some challenges in the area of security, economy, and recently, Nigeria has experienced the most challenging disturbance in the area of health, which is COVID-19 pandemic. Despite all this, Nigeria remains one indivisible nation, ready to forge ahead. Nigerians' unity and peace cannot be negotiated. The matter with which we have been tackling the challenges that have come our way as a nation is a clear demonstration of the oneness and togetherness of our people. What is required to make Nigeria great are partnership, tolerance, engagement, and dialogue in situations like this. The federal government has actually been doing so much to ensure the unity and oneness of this country. This is demonstrated in the series of engagement and policies the administration has introduced. We have to avoid mutual suspicion, misinformation, ethnic bias, and blackmail. We have to support our leaders at all times to ensure that they succeed and the unity of this country is not negotiated. Our religious and traditional leaders should carry out aggressive advocacy in our rural communities towards ensuring that value reorientation, is brought to our youth, because these bandits, kidnappers, did not fall from the moon. They are the children of the society. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen till I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.